Hey, welcome to Adam's Home Prep. This is part of the article on kits and items for automobile travel. I know I've talked about in my article some of the items you see in front of me, but I also wanted to point out some of the extras that you can carry. So I've previously talked about the 72-hour food kit from ReadyWise and from 4Patriots. I carry one of these on the road for overnight trips for the family. It says this is for one person, but for a family for one night, this is enough food to get you through the night. And you can also use emergency food bars, which you see in some of my posts on Instagram. You can get these at 4Patriots and other sites too. So, moving on. So, next to the road kit, we also have an electric jump starter that we're going to go over. And then what I call my 24-hour bug out bag, and we're going to go into this in a little bit more detail. A lot of my article above is a bit more on this. So this is the just in case bag I bought at AutoZone a couple years ago, and it has basic items that you should always have in your car, whether you're traveling or driving to work. You never know when you're going to have a breakdown, and right now it's spring and we have an inch of snow outside. So you should always be prepared for the unexpected when you can. Like in this kit, it comes with this nice blanket. It's a heavy fleece blanket. It's good to have. You can use it should you get trapped somewhere and are cold. One of your kids could be cold. You can use it to treat hypothermia or shock if that ever comes up. It also comes with a pair of basic gloves. Keep your hands warm, protect your hands should you have to do something outside with your car. Basic gloves. This came with an emergency poncho, which is a good idea if you're going to be in the rain. Maybe you have to get the tire kit out of the back and put the donut on the car. You can wear this to keep yourself warm and not wet, because that's another thing that'll lead to hypothermia. It comes with a tow strap. This is important. So you can use this tow strap that it comes with to pull your car if a friend has a pickup truck or whatnot, if you can't wait for a tow truck. So this comes in the kit. It also has this little glow stick strobe light that I don't have a battery in right now. And it just flashes and strobes. It's a wand. It also came with this small flashlight and batteries, just a little basic LED flashlight. So this is a basic car kit. I added a couple things. I added some cutter for tick repellent, because you never know when you're out and you're changing a tire, you might have ticks nearby. So I always spray this on me if I'm stepping out of the car near long grass or the side of the road. I usually keep this for my job in the car with construction. Now I hope you all know what these are. These are jumper cables, and you should always have them in your car. Summer, spring, fall, winter, you hook them up to one car and you charge the battery on another car with them. Again, you should always have these, okay? So this was the kit that I got from AutoZone, and this is the very basics of what you should have. Another minor thing that they have in here is a first aid kit. Now this is just bandages. When I say bandages, I mean band-aids, alcohol wipes, extremely basic. This is if you cut your fingers while you're changing a tire, basically. So you should have something more substantial in your car. So just keep that in mind. Overall, this is a really good kit. I'm sure they still sell them. I think I've seen them in AutoZone. But I would totally check out better first aid kits than this. This is an EverStart charger, jump starter, I bought at Walmart. Now note that it is not on right now, but this could shock you and hurt you. This is for jump starting a car. The reason I got this was because not only can you charge your car with it, it also has a 400 watt 3-prong plug like you'd see in an outlet in your home. There are 2 USB charging ports. There is a 12 volt car charger port, and on top of it, it has a light back here you can turn on and an air compressor built into it should your tires go flat. So this was a good purchase, and I carry this with me on long trips for the family in case we get a flat tire, in case the battery dies. multiple things you can do with this. So this is a good inverter to have. Okay, so we're on to the 24-hour bug out bag, as I call it. I don't know if I've seen any place else that sells a 24-hour bug out bag. I have 3-day bug out bags for my family. But I made this when I go on long trips with the family, when I'm out going on business trips with myself, should I break down. It's a little bit more substantial. Now, everything in this bag, for the most part, can be bought at Dick's or Walmart. And there are products that you can buy at Dick's or Walmart that are similar to what's in this bag. I have meals ready to eat, which I've got another article on in Adam's Home Prep here. And you can check that out. It'll go over all MREs and what to get and what not to get. I also have other things in here, like these gloves that you can purchase online. I don't think Walmart and Dick's sell tactical gloves, but you can get gloves at Dick's for weightlifting that are just as good as tactical gloves. These are Harbinger gloves. And you can also buy headlamps at both Dick's and Walmart. But let's get into here. I'm going to show you the contents of the bag now and why I have them there. All right? Okay, so this is a tactical bag I got from my membership in the NRA. And I used it to put this bag together. On the bag, you'll notice some clips here. Now, these are not for mountain climbing. I just intend to possibly hang a shelter with these using some paracord. Speaking of paracord, here's a paracord bracelet that I have clipped to this. Paracord is always good to have. So I can either wear that on my wrist or keep it here, depending what I need it for. And if you're gonna have to leave your car and walk someplace, and you have a cell phone, this is a good place to keep it. Here's a waterproof cell phone case that I hang from the bag. Now, I also use this bag for day hikes sometimes with my kids, so I'll keep my cell phone in here should it rain. So there's another tip right there. These are the gloves I just mentioned. I got these on stealthangel.com. These are good tactical gloves. You can see the knuckles are reinforced. If you don't want to go online, you can get a good pair of fingerless gloves. I like having these for hiking, for working out, etc. You can just go to Dick's and you can buy a pair of these Harbingers. So another tool that I have is a wire saw. Now, I picked this up at Walmart and it's good for cutting. You can use this to cut wood, you can cut through bone with it. Should you have to hunt an animal, should you go on a hunting expedition or something, this is great to have in your pocket. But I have it in my bug out bag because you never know when you're going to need to cut wood for a fire. As I said, you always need paracord. Again, this is Ozark Trail. I think I got this at Walmart, 50 feet of it. There's a lot you can do with paracord. You can lash things together, you can make a lean-to, a lot of things. This is a very useful item to always have in any bug out bag, whether it's 3 days, 1 days, or whatnot. Throw some in the back of your trunk. It's good for you. Now, I also bought this at Walmart. This is, I'm going to screw up the name, Coghlan's. Okay, I got this at Walmart. It's just a throw cloth for a picnic or whatever. Take this on hikes with the kids to sit down on trails. Take this to the park with the family or the beach sometimes. But here's why I have one of these in the bug out bag. Here is a thermal shelter / blanket. Now my plan is to open this up and string this across with the paracord and use this as a ground cloth. So I have a temporary shelter between these 3 items for me and others if necessary. All right. Now when I go on trips too, I keep extra food in here. So these are some MREs I keep in the bag along with some ice cream bars. So they're all ready to eat food, all dry goods, extra food, you know, great to have. Again, check out my article on MREs, and I've also posted some items on Instagram about this. So I keep 1 MRE per family member in the bag when we go on a vacation. So here are some light items that we have. I have a waterproof flashlight. I have a headlamp. I have matches. Now, I want you to note this, that in this match case, there is tinder right here. This is very important. If you do not have tinder in your matches for light or fire, you should go down to your dryer and you should grab some lint right out of the dryer and put it in this cap. It will be very important if you are in a wet area and you don't have tinder. These matches will be useless. Also for light, I have a glow stick. Now this is really important because you don't need fire, you don't need electricity for this, it's chemical. It will probably last you a couple hours and it's a one-use thing, you won't have it after the first night. Alright, one of the other items that I keep in the bag is a life straw. All you need to do is go up to the nearest river, open the bottom of this and the top, and just drink right out of it from the river. Very important. You can get these at Dick's, Walmart, and various stores. So they're really good. A couple other things I keep in the bag are hand sanitizer, disinfectant. You never know when you're going to need disinfectant, or should you want to clean your hands if they're dirty. I keep the KN95 masks in the bag, not for COVID. I keep them in there should you be in a dust storm, should you be in an area where there was a fire, maybe you're walking through an area that had a forest fire and you're trying to make your way out. This is just to keep particles out of my mouth and my nose while I'm breathing. That's the only reason I have this. And moving on, I have another poncho in this, very lightweight, very thin. And this was the first aid kit I bought, and the reason I keep this in here is because it has a very nice thermal blanket and another glow stick. I got this over at Walmart. It's had the clip broke on it. This is actually the third one I've bought. I think they're really good. There's also a compass in there. That is another great thing to have, a compass. If you have any idea where you are, at least you can figure out where you are going. Alright, and keep heading in that same direction. Now this does magnetic north, not true north. So be aware of where true north is when you're using a compass. And the final two items here that you may not have seen before is this is hemostatic granulates. Now this brand is Celox. There's other brands that you can find at Dick's. I'm not sure if Walmart sells these, but I have seen these at Dick's. Now what you do if somebody has a cut that, quote, moderate to severe bleeding, you can pour this on it and this will help their body clot. So that's very important to treat open wounds that are bleeding. I think this is a great thing to have. There's instructions on the back that go over it, but this one was $14. I'd say if I'm on a hike or camping that this is going to possibly come in handy someday, but I hope I never have to use it. I also bought this Lifeline kit. I think I bought this one at Walmart. It has a bit more than the normal first aid kit inside of it. We have gauze, we have tweezers, there's other items in here. There's bandage scissors in here. We also have sting kill wipes. Now these are something that you can get if somebody's stung. You can put that on it and it should soothe bee sting or insect bites. Good for little children. There's other things in here. We have medical tape, full gauze pads, moist towelettes for sanitizing. So this is a bit more than the kit that you saw in the car. This will actually be able to help you do basic first aid on somebody. This doesn't have anything, oh wait, it does. It has a mouth cover if you need to do mouth-to-mouth through CPR. I know that a lot of people are talking about community CPR now that does not have breathing, but this has a cover for somebody's mouth should you need to use it. So this is what I keep in my bug out bag. A lot of this is helpful. I want people to know that when you travel with your family, going on long journeys should be taken seriously. You should be able to start your car up. You should be able to fill your tires. I know some places in Western Canada, there aren't very many places to stop. Having traveled out in the Midwestern United States, There are maybe a half hour to an hour some places before you see a gas station. You've got to think of where are you going, how can you get help. We rely a lot on cell phones and other things like OnStar, but if those things don't work and your car's dead, you can't charge your phone, or you can't contact OnStar, you've got to take care of yourself. And these are the basic things that I believe you need, because I believe I need them. And last but not least, always have a knife with you. I always carry a Leatherman. I like their rebar that they sold. Good tool. Always have a knife with you when you're traveling. You'll never know when they come in handy. I recommend items like a Leatherman. So please keep this in mind. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to my mailing list and join me on Instagram. Have a great day.